What's up, guys? Okay, I want to show you a new survival necklace that I made. I went to the Army Surplus store recently and I got this kind of all-in-one survival whistle, which you'll see attached to the knife. And it's pretty cool. It was like $4. It was really inexpensive, and I think it has 5 different implements in it. And then I have it attached to a Cold Steel Mini Tack Kiridashi neck knife. That's what that looks like. Not really your typical survival knife or bushcraft knife. This is more of like a kind of a self-defense type thing, but it's a cutting tool, so it serves its purpose. So basically I just have a length of about 2.5 feet of paracord as the necklace. And I've kind of had to weave it through here a specific way. The whistle has a hole here, so I weaved it through there. I made a loop, separate piece, and put it through the grommets there and the knife, and then just weave the whole necklace through that. So it's kind of winding its way around through both pieces, but they're on there very secure. One thing I did, which I see a lot of people not doing, is I tied the necklace to the kind of more middle portion of the knife instead of the tip, and that kind of prevents it from flopping around a lot, because you can see where it's a little bit wider, it's more in the middle of kind of the center of the gravity, and it'll just sit flat on your chest and it won't bounce as much, where if I had it hanging up here, it's going to flop around more. So I specifically did it like that for that purpose. And then I put some felt on the sheath here just to keep this from rattling. And then a Ranger band as well, mainly. I mean, you can see it lines up there. It helps to keep that from rattling, but it's also just to have, just in case. So the whistle itself, it's loud. It's not the loudest, but it'll work. And what's nice about that is I can have it, right there on my neck, just like a referee whistle. Anything happens or I need to get someone's attention, I can just blow the whistle. It's right there. So definitely very accessible. The knife has a piece of shock cord, and you just put 2 fingers, your lower 2 fingers in there, and you can just pull it from that and it comes right out. It's not going to fall out on its own. It's got good retention. So definitely accessible. Also the compass. The compass does point correctly when it's away from the knife. And basically, since that's on my neck, I can just take it, separate it from the knife a little bit, and get my bearing as I'm walking. Also, when it's hanging, it's pointing down. But on the bottom there is a flashlight. There's a little button here which is hidden by electrical tape. But you have that push button accessibility for a light. Not that knowing the temperature is a huge deal, other than just wanting to know how incredibly hot or cold it is, but this does have a thermometer, so that can kind of give you a feel for the current temperature. Now, as far as temperature goes, the main thing you want to know is what it's going to be, not what it is now. So that doesn't do you a whole lot of good in a survival situation, but it's something that you have right there. I'm going to try to actually get into this for you. Now, the one thing that we haven't seen is fire starting or a combustion device. So I've just taken some electrical tape on both ends and wrapped it around. This will give me some tape in the field in case I need that, but it also seals up the compartments and protects the matches, the tinder, and then in this case the flashlight battery. So you can see here it unscrews in the middle. There's actually two sections that unscrew, the top and the bottom. So we'll start with the bottom first. And there, essentially all we have is 9 matches. But because this is a small compartment, they had to be cut in half. So I cut them in half. I did put the bottom halves in there too. But I don't really think it matters, because what you need out of these is flame. You don't need it to burn for a long time because we do have some tinder. So I would much rather just have any way to get a flame rather than have a full length match. Didn't really have a choice because that's a limitation of the container it's in. And there is a striking pad in there as well. So that is our fire. This is a magnifying glass. Now who knows if that can actually start fire. I highly doubt it. I may go actually try it here in a little bit, but you know, it's a magnifying glass, it's there. Here we have, this is all our tinder, it's just a piece of cotton. There is a mirror in there, a signal mirror. So, you know, I'm maximizing this as best I can. That entire compartment is filled with cotton. It's not even meant to hold anything, but I'm turning it into a storage area. So that's pretty much it. Now the whistle itself, it does have a hole here. You could pack that with more tinder, but you're not going to be able to use it as a whistle as long as you have that in there. Plus it's not watertight. So that's your limitation on that. But it's pretty comfortable to wear, pretty sturdy. This moves around a little bit, which it needs to separate it from the knife so you can get a good reading with the compass. Because you can see here, it's pointing north now. We put it on the knife. It's gonna skew. So we need to get it away from the metal. I could always take the knife out and get a reading too. And then also, if I need to, I can take this paracord out. I have 2.5 feet there. If I take out the inner strands, I have much more. But this is just a pretty cool idea for a survival necklace. It's got the basics. I think we have like 6 of the 10 C's of survival in this. Not really a container or cover, so that you're missing some of the major ones. But I mean, again, it's a necklace, so what can you expect out of it? But that's just an idea for you guys. Wanted to show it off, and let me know what you think. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.